Hi everyone, my name is Colleen Morrison. I am one of the co-managers for Dash Footwear along with Lauren and Ryan, who you will hear from later in this presentation. The vision that we have for our company is that Dash Footwear strives to set themselves apart from its competitors. So we intend on having a highly different product selection of high quality footwear to meet all the needs of every product niche around the globe. Dash Footwear intends to lead the market with a differentiated market strategy. We intend to provide our customers with an easy-to-use website user interface, saving the customers money while providing quality, unique product that the customers can rely on, and so that they can purchase the same product at any one of our locations throughout the world. Dash Footwear will increase the market share through larger product selections and competitive pricing. Using Six Sigma practices, we will reduce overhead costs, thus passing the savings on to the consumer. This is our vision that we have for our company, and we have strived very hard to maintain it throughout the process. The strategic approach that we chose for our company is that the company will employ a multi-regional strategy tailored to match the differing competitive conditions and actions of our competitors within the North America, Europe, Africa, Asia Pacific, and Latin American regions. At this time, we did not believe that the global approach would be best for our company, and that's why we chose to go with a multi-regional strategy. We chose not to engage in the private label sector, as we felt it would be best for our company to focus solely on the branded sector. Our competitive strategy in our wholesale sector included to help us to stay focused on providing a highly different selection of products to our consumer. We wanted to do that through leading the number of models available and or a high SQ rating produced every year. Another strategy was varying the price of the footwear according to the trend within the industry, which means to basically stay competitive within the pricing of the products. Next, upgrading the plant facilities to make production more efficient. A couple different ways that we did this was through initiating the option A in both of our North America and Asia Pacific plants, which was the assembly line upgrade to reduce reject rate by 50%, and also initiated in year 13 in both of those plants, we chose the option D, facilities upgrade to boost worker productivity by 25%, in which we noticed a big difference by doing so. Next, we wanted to maintain a low employee turnover rate, reduce the debt to decrease the internet expense and increasing the credit rating, stay competitive within the mail-in rebates that our competitors offered. Also, increase our advertising budget while utilizing our celebrity appeal that we had. Our competitive internet strategy included much of the same strategies as our wholesale strategy, keeping our focus on our vision as well for providing a highly different selection of products and keeping a high quality of footwear to still meet the needs of every product niche within our consumers. We want to maintain a competitive pricing within the industry, have the leading numbers of models available and or high SQ rating produced every year, offer free shipping across the board, as that is a big incentive for customers to be drawn in when they are internet shopping. Increase or decrease our advertised budget according to the trend and our celebrity appeal at the time, um, which is what we intend to do, as well as utilize our celebrity appeal. Next, Lauren will discuss about our competitors and our numbers throughout the years. So here she is.
D-Dash's closest competitors are F Authentic and C Uptown Kicks. As you can see by the game-to-date scoreboard, F Authentic led the group, and C Uptown Kicks came in in third place between the three companies. When we look at the internet segment, when we look at the market share in all four regions, D-Dash Footwear actually held the market share. In the wholesale segment, it was F Authentic that held the market share percentage in all four regions. Neither one of the three companies decided to participate in the private label segment. For D-Dash Footwear, the reason we decided not to participate in the private label segment was because we felt that it did not provide enough of revenue to outweigh the reduced prices that we would get for the product. The next few slides we will show our company performance overview, beginning with the annual net revenues. As you can see, in year 10, D-Dash Company had a revenue of $250 million. Now for year 11, we had a slight decrease, and this was due to the formulation of our strategy. The strategy that we decided to go with was to focus more in the private label segment. This obviously did not work for D-Dash because of the use of higher or superior materials. We made that change in year 12, and we started to see an increase. As you can see, we increased steadily up to year 16, where we reached $548 million in net revenue. There was a slight decrease in year 17. This was due to a reduction in the market share because of pricing. We saw an increase in year 18, a slight decrease in year 19, and year 20 being our highest revenue at $569 million. In our earnings per share, you can see that this trend follows suit. Our earnings per share for year 10 was $2.50, and we show an increase in year 11. Year 12, we showed a sharp decline, and this was due to our poor performance in year 11. We slowly increased through year 16. We did have a slight decrease in, a substantial decrease really in year 17, and then we had a huge jump in year 18, slight increase in year 19, and then a slight decrease in year 20. This next slide, we will focus on the annual return on equity and our annual credit rating. You can see the same trend on our return on equity. Year 10, our return on equity was 15%. You can see an increase on year 11 that went up to 20%. Year 19, we had a sharp decline, and this again was due to year 11's performance. We show that we had an increase. It just steadily increased. Year 13, year 14, and year 15. We had a big jump occur in year 16. Then we had a drop back down to year 15's numbers for year 17. and then a increase steadily through year 18, 19, and year 20. Our annual credit rating, as you can see, we started off in year 10 with an A-. We dropped down to a B- in year 12. Year 13, we were able to jump it up to investor expectation of a B+, and we continued our annual credit rating above the investor expectations, and we were able to keep our credit rating above investor expectations through the remaining years. Our next slide, we will discuss our year-end stock price and our annual image rating. Our stock price started at $30. We saw an increase to almost 50, and then in year 12 we had that drop, which was caused by the poor performance due to our strategy formulation. We had another drop in year 13, and then we saw an increase in year 14 and 15 with a sharp incline in year 16. We had a sharp decline in year 17. In year 18, we were able to increase again, year 18 being our highest stock price, which was $167+. Then we had a slight decrease in year 19 and year 20 showing an increase, and we are hoping to continue that increased trend through the next few years. Our annual image rating started in year 10 at 70, then decreasing to year 60 again due to our strategy formulation. By year 12, we were able to get that back up to the investor expectation. We had a sharp increase in year 13 and 14. We had a slight increase in year 15. Year 16 was very good for the image rating. It was, I believe, 86. Then we had a slow drop. This drop in the image rating was due to the reduction of our celebrity endorsements, as well as the reduction in our superior materials. Finally, we'll talk about our performance targets. In year 21, we would like to see an increase in our performance targets. For our earnings per share, we would like to see an increase up to around $8.48. Our return on equity, we would like to see an increase to 43.2%. Our stock price, we would like to see an increase to $152.73, and improve our credit rating to an A and our image rating to 75. For year 22, we would like to see our earnings per share move up to around $8.99, our return on equity to 45.3%, and our stock price up to $159.60, improve our credit rating to an A+, and our image rating to 78.
Hi, my name is Ryan Oyler, and I'm going to start off with our production strategy. As you can kind of barely see with how small the slide is, that our materials cost for the branded production was $9.53 per pair, which is slightly lower than the average cost of all the other companies. We did not participate in any private label branding, so that value is going to be at 0 all the way across the board. For our labor in North America, it was $5.64 per pair. For Europe, Africa, it's $4.68. And in the Asia Pacific area, it was $2.91. Now, we didn't have a factory in Latin America, so again, that value was going to be at 0. Most of our values were between the low and average range, except for our Europe, Africa, which is actually kind of high. Now for our Six Sigma TQM, the value was $2.11 per pair, which is kind of between average and high, but we kind of attribute that to our superior performance and quality in our product. Our reject rates are actually very low at 1.3%. And again, there is no private label to account for in that. And our total manufacturing cost in North America is $28.78 a pair. Asia Pacific was $24.41, and in Europe, Africa, it was $37.15 per pair, which is actually slightly higher than most of the others, and I believe we actually set the bar on that one as far as a high. But I think that is primarily due to the fact that our factory that we built there only produces about half the amount as the other factories. We're not able to really get in on the economies of scale with that one. For our branded market segment, our cost of pair sold for North America was $29.76 per pair. Asia Pacific was $25.32, and Europe, Africa, and Latin America both came in at $33.51 per pair. Now, we kept our marketing expense around the average high range because we felt getting our product name out there and using aggressive market strategy was important for our overall sales and market share for the company. So our internet-based sales was at $15.60 on the marketing, and our wholesale was $14.57. Now, our internet and wholesale operating profit consistently stayed in the average to high range there. Once we figured out how to a successful business strategy, which started around year 12 on that one. For the internet, our North America was $12.53. Europe, Africa was $10.75. Asia Pacific was $15.90. And Latin America was all the way down at $5.82 per pair. Now for the wholesale, North America was $5.95. Our Europe, Asia, or Africa was $9.73. Asia Pacific was pretty high at $20.88. And the Latin America was only $8.40 per pair. Now for our finance and cash flow, our interest coverage ratio was 7.24. Debt to asset ratio was 0.53, which is pretty low. Our default risk ratio was 2.53. Our default risk rating was a medium, and our credit rating was an A-, which we were actually pretty proud of because it started off quite a bit lower than that at the very beginning, starting in year 10 and 11. Our current ratio is 4.82. Our operating profit margin is 17.2%. Our net profit margin is 10.4%. Our free cash flow is $50,509, whereas our total principal payment for year 21 was only $20,000. One of our strategies was to increase our dividend payment out by about 50 cents per year, and to always pay off the previous 10-year loan, in which case we would then take out another 10-year loan, and this helped to improve our credit rating when we started doing this. Also for year 21, our projected total cash available from all sources is $645,554. Now that leads us into our financial performance summary. In year 20, I will hit on a few important aspects of our financial data here. We ended with net sales revenue of $569,618. Our total cost of pair sold was $289,401, or 50.8%. Our total cost of warehouse expense was $36,549, or 6.4%. Our marketing expense is $13,395, or 23.5%. Operating profit at $98,253, or 17.2%. We paid in taxes for that year, $25,405, which leaves us at a net profit of $59,278, or 10.4%. We paid $28,324 in dividends and left with only 7,553 shares of outstanding stock shares. Our cash on hand was $35,800. Our current assets is $205,033, quite a bit, which actually brings us our total assets to $376,028. Now our current liabilities for that year is $42,565, and a long-term debt of $180,000, which, add that all together, ends up with our retained earnings of $30,958. Now we're going to quickly go over our action plan here. Our first step is to continue growth and increase profits by reducing overall costs, specifically in the Europe-Africa region, by increasing our factory size as to fully utilize our economies of scale. Next, we plan to maintain our competitive pricing for the years to come, where we have previously maintained an average price among our competitors while providing a higher number of available products than the rest. Third, we plan to increase our overall production capacity by increasing the size of our Europe-Africa plant, as well as start new development on a new factory in Latin America. Fourth, we are going to focus on our differentiation strategy by continuing to produce a larger product selection than the rest of our competitors. And finally, we plan to outperform our competition with, again, a larger product selection, while at the same time use high-quality materials and superior production techniques to maintain a loyal customer following. Now, finally, we will conclude this presentation with what we've learned from this experience. First and foremost, we learned how to adapt a strategy to an ever-changing environment. We also learned how to produce in regions with high profit margins. We also learned how to manage our capacity well. We learned not to rely on private label sales as a competitive advantage because that just did not work out for us. We learned the importance of using superior products and Six Sigma production techniques. Also, an important lesson we learned was to increase our investor expectation by buying back as many stock shares as possible to show our company is very steadily becoming more profitable. And finally, we learned that the more capacity and the more volume that you produce means more revenue in our pockets. Now, thank you for watching our presentation. Good night.